Good morning. This is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato morning headlines on May 27, 2022. Man pulls a gun on TV crew during live report on gun violence. The Independent, Chicago police search for man who pointed gun at news crew during live report. Fox News, Chicago police believe man pointed gun at Fox 32 crew during live report. Fox 32 Chicago, man points gun at TV reporter during live segment on gun violence, Illinois station says. Belleville News Democrat, man points firearm at Chicago TV news crew during live broadcast on gun violence. Big tobacco is killing the planet with plastics. No smokescreen should be allowed to hide that. Trump lashes out at Kellyanne Conway and tells her to go back to her crazy husband. The Independent, review, Here's the Deal, by Kellyanne Conway. The New York Times, Kellyanne Conway says Trump offered her a blanket pardon after election. Do you want one? What deals is China pursuing in the Pacific and why is everyone so worried? The Guardian, China and Australia vie to dominate South Pacific. The Times, China FM visits Kiribati where fishing ground is at stake. The Independent, deal proposed by China would dramatically expand security influence in Pacific. The Guardian, Australia and US move to shore up Pacific support after China's overtures. Police in Brazil filmed gassing mentally ill man to death in boot of car. Japan to reopen to foreign tourists after 2-year pandemic closure. The Guardian, Japan to resume tourism in June. Only package tour for now. The Independent, analysis, tourists and the Japanese art of pandemic envy. The Washington Post, Japan debates the need for masks as maskless tourists trickle in. Bloomberg, Japan is about to open again to tourists. But what sort of welcome will you receive? Texas school shooting, Duchess of Sussex lays flowers at site of massacre. Sky News, Meghan fights back tears in surprise appearance to honor 21 killed in Texas school horror. Express, Meghan Markle lays flowers at Texas school shooting memorial in surprise appearance days after dad rushed. The Sun, Meghan Markle makes surprise visit to Uvalde to pay tribute to shooting victims. Cron, Duchess of Sussex pays poignant tribute to victims of Texas school gun rampage. Israeli forces deliberately shot Shireen Abu Aqleh, Palestinian probe finds. The Guardian, Shireen Abu Aqleh, Al Jazeera will refer the killing of reporter to International Criminal Court. Sky News, Shireen Abu Aqleh, Israeli troops deliberately shot Al Jazeera journalist, Palestinian probe finds. The Independent, Israeli soldier deliberately shot Al Jazeera reporter, Palestinian official says. Reuters, US has not been asked to help in probe of reporter's killing. Brokenhearted husband dies after wife slain in Texas rampage. The Independent, husband of teacher slain in Texas school shooting dies of heart attack. Wales Online, husband of teacher killed in Texas shooting dies due to grief 2 days later. Pompeii victim's genome successfully sequenced for first time. The Guardian, Vesuvius victim yields first human genome from Pompeii. Nature.com, an ancient Roman who died in Pompeii has had their genome sequenced. New Scientist, first human genome sequenced from ancient Pompeii. The Scientist, bioarchaeological and paleogenomic portrait of 2 Pompeians that died during the eruption of Vesuvius in 79 AD, scientific reports. Rishi Sunak offers tax incentives to fossil fuel firms despite climate emergency. The Independent, cost of living payments for millions as Sunak announces windfall tax on oil and gas profits, as it happened. The Guardian, North Sea operators warn of reduced investment and output. Financial Times, the windfall tax won't cover the high energy bills coming our way. The Independent, Sunak's package fails to tackle the true cause of UK inflation, shameless profiteering. Texas school shooting, latest, Greg Abbott backs out of NRA convention amid mounting anger. The Independent, Texas shooter Salvador Ramos was armed with 22 .30 bullet magazines during massacre, report says. The Independent, schoolgirl killed by Texas gunman after police told hiding children to shout for help. The Telegraph, Texas school shooting, community demands answers over time taken to stop gunman's killing spree. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.